A standard game is to 11, and it's usually sets of 5, so it's best of 3 to 5. But at Ping Pong Club, we don't have a ton of tables or nets, so a lot of times we'll do quicker games to either 5, or we'll do a kind of king of the court thing with games to 3. But then if I'm playing intense matches, I'll actually play to 21. When you get going, I break a sweat, so it's definitely a really active activity, and it gets the muscles flowing.
On Tuesday, your number 1 ranked Carmel Lady Hounds basketball team faced off with number 5 Lawrence North for a heated mid-contest. The game got off to a quick start from both teams in a physical matchup. Each team had their fair share of loose balls, fouls, and tough drives to the hoop. At the end,
what it's going to take for those kids to letter, just like you decide what it takes for the actual athlete. Just last spring, the decision was made to make the letter jacket, the letter and on the letter jacket, be the first varsity award. And then after that, it's a series of what we like to call hardware.
Is to break 19 minutes for 5K. And even if I don't, that's fine. But I just want to get better and just meet new kids and just have a good experience running. And I plan to do it again next year. Most kids are at the point now where they can talk with their friends while they're running, or they have this own running pack.
Park Activity Center, the Greyhounds wrestling team continued their season with a matchup against Lawrence North. The Knights started off with some struggles for the Hounds, as the heavyweight classes gave Lawrence North an early lead due to some pins and some tough matches.
On Fridays, we just go out and play ultimate frisbee. We don't really need a teacher to tell us, and on the team, we're mostly all student run, but we occasionally have a coach come out and help us for some big tournaments that we need help on. Ultimate frisbee is mostly a combination of football and soccer, in the sense that you have a quarterback throwing to a receiver, and the soccer, since you're always running and your object is to get it into the end zone, catch a pass in the end zone to score a point. We practice about once a week, and in the fall we participate in a few tournaments here and there.
Just a perfect day. Drink sangria in the park. And then later, when it gets dark.
What do you expect this year? Kylan, I think this year's matchup is going to be a lot tougher than last year's. Homestead has steadily improved from last year, sporting a 9-2 record. Also, Homestead will have the home crowd on their side. But I do believe that Carmel is still in a very good position, as they've been playing great football as of late, winning 5 of their last 6. Also, Homestead has not played a particularly tough schedule, playing almost all Fort Wayne area schools and only 4 6A teams.
Now, because obviously Taylor can run, he can pass, but they still can't win with a field goal. They need to score a touchdown, so what do you do?
So obviously Ben Davis is going to try to score a touchdown, and they're going to need a big play to do so. They don't have much time. So because of the lack of time, they're going to be throwing the ball. They're not going to be just, casually run after run. So Taylor's a great quarterback. He's going to have some completions. Do not allow yards after catch. That is a killer that has hurt Carmel severely throughout this game and throughout the season. If you can just if they do catch the ball, stop them in their tracks and then just move on. A yards after catch it hurts the team horribly.
And obviously too, Carmel.
You're reporting at Harpin Field for CHTV. Today's game between the Zionsville Eagles and the Carmel Greyhounds is a Central Indiana rivalry. Zionsville is 7-0-1, while Carmel is 2-2. The storylines don't stop there, though. 2 dynamic sophomores will take the field. Carmel infielder Jack Vandermortel and Zionsville infielder Riley Bertram are both Michigan baseball commits and play on the same travel baseball team, the Indiana Bulls.
So Jack, what's it like to play against not only a summer teammate but a future college teammate in Riley Bertram?
It's great. It's good to be playing against these guys now, and then being teammates in the future and during the summer season. And it's just a good time.
So league, at least, it's becoming more of a competitive spectator sport, because it's pretty easy to see what's going on. It's pretty accessible. It's relatable, and in terms of learning how to play, it's hard right now to say teaching-wise how to teach league, but there's a lot of tools now that can help people. There's a training mode, so you can go in and be like,
It coincides right when we finish our curriculum for AP Statistics, right around spring break. So when we come back from spring break, I've got all the data computed for them, and we use that data to actually review for the AP exam. Originally, it was just my classes, but last year I had a student write a website that actually allowed everybody to fill out the brackets online, and with that method, I didn't have to grade them by hand anymore. It automatically graded them. So I opened it up to a bigger pool of people. I sent it to some other teachers at other schools and had
former players and former coaches. I think obviously the main thing that's missing from the program is a state championship, and that's what we're going to strive to do.
You know, we want to win one. We don't want to be the team that doesn't have one. We don't want to put any added pressure on ourselves that could, affect our play. But it also helps to keep it just in the back of our minds and kind of give us a little edge to, try to win one.
Well, we got a good group of 15.
I'm Shawnee for CHTV, and we're here giving you an inside look at this year's winter projection, Charlotte's Web. And how do you think the play went overall?
I think it went pretty well for an opening night. I think it was really good.
Yeah, it was definitely, we were having fun on stage. We didn't have any big disastrous mistakes, so that's always great.
Kind of a unique play to put on because it's definitely intended for different types of characters. What's your favorite part about doing this play?
All right, Eli. Obviously, huge win tonight. What were the keys to the game?
We just really had to come out and play hard. We've had the talent the past few games. We just haven't really had the effort, and we really knew it. Really knew that we had to bring it this game, so we just had to come out and play hard, and that's what we did, and we got the W.
What positives can you take from this game and translate it to later in the season? And girls teams to showcase their depth in the distance events, while also showcasing their stars in the field events, such as Ryan Leip. With sectionals just a little over a week away, look for the Hounds to do their best. Here with the winners of the 4x8 for the men's county track meet. Obviously, you guys are off to a good start with the first.
Be able to play college football somewhere, and then so kind of that happened, and then over the next few months or so, coaches would come in during APC and get to meet with them and stuff like that, and then kind of during the spring is really when it kind of started to take off. I went and visited a couple schools, and then that's when I really picked up a whole bunch of offers. I have 10 offers right now. Michigan State, Louisville, Northwestern, IU, Purdue.
All the time, so.
I think that everyone just kind of brings something different. The freshmen are a good balance because they're just really excited and happy, and they remind us that it's fun. It's stressful, but it's fun. And then all the middle classes do the same thing. We all kind of balance each other out to have a good team, I guess.
We get some fresh minds.
I think it just shows how much work has paid off. This summer especially, I've worked really hard on since I've had surgery, I had to take a step back and rebuild all my strength mentally and physically. So I guess it just is a relief, I guess, but I can't look too into that either.
We're just gonna have to improve each day that we come out to practice and improve each game, and when the tournament starts, we should be seasoned.
The day before the meet, so that was on Friday, and we also spent most of our time there on race day on Saturday, and they had a nice athlete village where we were able to chill out before the race, stretch. There were foam rollers there. It was just a nice complex, and they accommodated us really well. We did get a lot of free stuff, and right when we arrived in Portland from the airport, they started treating us like kings, right from the get-go. That was really.
Thanks, Tara. Last time on the Senior Show, Sean and I talked about high school football and examined the top players in recruiting. A lot has changed in the football season since then, and our Carmel Greyhounds fell short to a stout Penn team 34-7 at home in semi-state. It was arguably the worst game the team had played all year, with 4 Jake McDonald interceptions and miscues all over the field. The performance was certainly uncharacteristic of the product that the team had been showing all season.
Agreed, Jackson. With the Hounds lost to Penn, Penn played in the state championship over Thanksgiving weekend, where they met up. However, there were some bright spots amongst the rough night for the Greyhounds. While most of the team struggled with turnovers and missing easy baskets, the team's leader, Amy Dilk, had an incredible stat line. Dilk finished the night with 16 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 6 steals. Her ability to apply pressure to ball handlers all across the court and her full court vision opening up opportunities for her teammates in this hard-fought 58-40 Carmel victory is why she's our CHTV Player of the Game.
Unified track and field is a sport in which partners and athletes come together to work and motivate each other to a common goal of competing, having fun, and becoming more team-oriented and helping the athletes become more social with those around them and more outgoing with people they don't know.